determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Santos restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Oh, that's superb. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's on his own! Shoots! Goal! Santos! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 14, El Hadji Diouf.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Doesn't quite get there. Has a look and place it forward. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's been intercepted. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. He's well positioned here. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Oh, that's well spotted. Silvestre. Silvestre, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Diouf. Great ball, and he's in here. Silvestre. He won't be happy with that one. Looking to play him in. Silvestre is always looking to play quality balls. Nice interception, well timed.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Not the most accurate pass. Look at the space here. Let's and a chance! Oh, good finish. Once more they've done it. They just will not lie down.
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Not a manager, I think. It's all happening.
Number 4, David
Beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that is all they have time for. Barcelona are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. And neither side holding back
Hello
here.
everybody,
It
and a
has
quick
been
announcement
quite a
now.
half
We would
this.
like to ask
Well, I
you
can
all
tell
to
you it's
kindly
been a
stay
wonderful
seated
watch,
during the
Peter.
match.
I'm not
Thank you
complaining.
for your
The goals
cooperation.
just seem to keep on coming. It clearly means that defending hasn't been at its best, but you know what I'm like when it comes to defending.
Well, this has been gripping stuff. 4 goals evenly shared at the interval. It's 2-2. And that's the second half started. Dani Olmo. Now Ibrahimovic. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Beckham. He's picked his way through. And Beckham! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Santos can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Santos appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cristiano Ronaldo. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Nice sequence of passes this. Big chance! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Looking for options for movement. And he's quick to get rid. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And here's Ibrahimovic. Beckham has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target now. As long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
And it's Olmo. And here's Gerrard. And this is Ibrahim. Decent chance!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
And the counter is on. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Good ball, good take. There's the shot! Goal! Santos! And they get themselves in front! Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Santos leading now.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off? Gerrard really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
It's a promising position. McAllister.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta. Dixon. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, just skips past Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. And that really is so impressive. That's the end. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see.
Wewe unazieka so kila siku puto unanunua na unanunua gharama.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Well, here's a man who stunned everyone in that famous summer of 2002. He had a hand in his country's most famous goal, their most famous win. There's the shot! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Silvestre, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Silvestre receives it in a good position. Vitinha! And he's really put himself on the line here. Barcelona with the corner, they're first.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Kimmich. And this is Ronaldo. And that was very necessary. Barcelona have their second corner now.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Al Nassr are looking to go forward now. And he's worked it through. Oh, that's a key interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Zola powering forward here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? Barcelona are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Not offside that time. Ødegaard, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. And that's been won straight back. Now, can they get him away? Vitinha. And Silvestre. Vitinha. He's a sharp little ball here. Gerrard.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Steaming on goalwards. And that is well cleared. This is a promising build-up. Well, there's the clearance. Barcelona have reclaimed it. And this is Ronaldo. Takes a shot! And he's stuck it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that will surely go. And that brings the first half to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How would you review the
Please make
first
sure to
half?
watch the screen
Barcelona
for an
will be
information
pretty happy
bulletin
with the
from the
way they've
regional
performed
police
so far.
department.
They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 3, Silvestre. Coming on the field is
the ball rolling for the
number
second period.
14, Serginho. Substitution in progress.
Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Towering header! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Chiellini is there, and he can pick it up. That has been slung wide. And it's ended up in no man's land. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And that was nowhere near his best. The pass is intercepted. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's really well cleared. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Cristiano Ronaldo being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Rijkaard gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Looking to play him in. Raya breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And this is Owen. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Gerrard. Dixon. They back into the centre. Nicely weighted ball. Kimmich. Gerrard.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aims beyond the defence. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dixon.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
There will be 1 minute added
We are
time.
into overtime. That's a little off target. And we're done. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Barcelona can always...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Barcelona against Barcelona.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. So off we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Played backwards here. Beckham, played out wide. Gerrard. Pass is coming off in quick succession. Mbappe! Off the post! White clears it away.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Takes a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Ah, he's given it away. Cristiano Ronaldo. No goals as yet. Let's a look and place it forward. Great chance! Sensational from Eto'o! About as smooth as it gets. Barcelona are in front. You just know there is no stopping that.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Look,
It's Eto'o! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe finding himself in space. Kimmich deals with that comfortably. Gerrard. Can he get it through? Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. That's a good ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kimmich. Costa Curta. Kimmich. Kirkju. He is through here. And that is expertly dealt with.
There will be 1
Beckham
minute
plays the
added
game
time.
a step ahead of almost anyone. And it's Beckham. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So, into the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Gerrard delivers. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Gerrard. Kimmich. Good take, and is he in? Oh, shooting chance! Well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes. He'll try from distance! And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
And it's Gerrard. Turns back here, probably the best option. It's a pretty loose pass. He won't be happy with that one. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
The attendance for this match was 81,007.
Costa Curta. Now, can they get him away? Kimmich. Now it's Eto'o. White. And this is Son Heung-min. Gerrard. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Alaba is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And it's Gerrard. A lot of... Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? This might... Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Barcelona have their lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Kukçu. Alaba. That has ended up in no man's land. Nice looking ball. Thinks about the shot. Costa Curta with the clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Kimmich is always getting
Two
a pitch for
added
targets.
minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rijkaard. Kimmich. And that will be it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bouncing. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can...
And a header! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well-timed, excellent interception. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Volendam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Mbappe is onto this. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. This is Vieri. Oh, he's bustling through here. Chance for a shot! No, just not quite. Mbappe is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Vieri showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barcelona, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Gerrard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mbappe. That's put paid to the danger. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Oh, good ball!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Sneijder. Now it's Sneijder. Can he get on the end of this? That is a brilliant interception. Deftly away. Ødegaard. And here's Mbappe. A goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Gerrard. Gerrard delivered. Terrific effort! It's bounced back off the post. Smartly reclaimed. Ødegaard. No way through. Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. One sweeping move executed with... And that is indeed the final act. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. So straight into the second half. Barcelona leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Timber, the man synonymous with solidity. Zanetti. Sneijder. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. Volendam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they've settled for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Schneider.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Schneider. And they've got a throw.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 15, Dembele. Coming on to replace him is number 10,
The most
Guevara.
accurate pass.
Substitution in progress.
Rijkaard. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope. Volendam really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now it's Yamal. Not where it came from. And he's made sure that's not getting through. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Volendam really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And he's in on goal. And it's been hooked away. So that's it. It is all over. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Ødegaard
Please make
taking
sure
in the
to watch the
accolades,
screen
having
for
been
an
named man of the
information
match,
bulletin from the
and
Regional
deservedly
Police
so.
Department.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it may be smiles all round, Peter, but it's a game that's given the ball good result making.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
everybody,
The
and
fans have
welcome
pulled
to
out all the
today's
stops
match.
to make this a monumental
Mexico
occasion.
against Barcelona.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle.
What an impressive figure Oliver Kahn cuts.
Yeah, they call him the Titan, Peter, and the reasons are fairly obvious. As personalities go, we're talking big.
As close as you get to goalkeeping perfection.
Played in. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Vitinha. Diaz. Oh, now he can run. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Number 7.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vitinha. Gerrard wins the duel this time. To the keeper. Kimmich. Can he get on the end of this? He is just caressing. Oh, he's having a go!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Diaz. Barcelona currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. And this just the keeper in his... Can he finish? And that's a good finish. Mexico back on level terms. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Mexico are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Beckham. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he can clear it away. Oh, it's Batistuta. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Beckham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, it's Batistuta. In with the challenge. And it's Kimmich. Rijkaard deals with that comfortably. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be...
Tries a shot! It's there! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Well, the defence proved infallible
2
then.
minutes has
That
been
won't be the
indicated.
last they'll see of him. Looking for the run. That has been cut short. And for the first half, that is that. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Please join
So
me
we
in
reached the
wishing
halfway
all
point.
the best for
Well, I
members
can tell
of
you
our
it's
fan
been an
club
absolutely
celebrating their
fantastic
wedding
watch, Peter.
anniversary
I wish I
today.
could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And this is Shevchenko. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ødegaard. Mexico appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Not the most accurate pass. Vitinha. 60 minutes played. Nicely weighted ball. And he thumps it clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Gerrard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And here's Batistuta. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to... Great chance! And he couldn't finish.
Van Nistelrooy has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Mexico with the corner, there first. Timber attempts a clearance. Big chance! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that and it wasn't far away
Substitution
at
from
all.
Mexico. Number 13, Shevchenko.
Mexico can
Coming
now
on the
introduce
field
the
is
first of their substitutes.
Number 10.
And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Ødegaard. And it's Serginho. It's a good run down the right. Van Nistelrooy.
Okay, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
He's found a way through. Now, can they get him away? Silvestre calmly anticipates. And that has been cleared.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now, who's going to be first? And he's following up! It's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Gerrard duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Mexico.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 14, Steven Gerrard.
Mexico go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, that's pretty...
Real chance!
Steven
It's hit the
Gerrard.
upright.
Substitution from Mexico.
They've got rid.
Number 15,
Ødegaard
Van
goes
Nistelrooy.
beyond the defence.
Number 22,
And he's there to get it
Gullit.
away.
Number 9,
Vitinha
Edmilson. Coming on the field.
knocks it into
Number
space.
8,
Batistuta is in a really good
Number
position out
6.
wide.
Francesco Totti. Number 19,
Batistuta!
Joshua Kimmich.
It's on target and by quite a way.
Substitution from Mexico. Number 14,
Mexico making
Gerrard.
further changes here
Coming on to
and
replace
in
him
quick
is
succession.
number
A warm
41.
ovation on it. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Those of you making their way home on public
What are your
transportation
thoughts on today's
today,
game then,
please
Jim?
watch the screen
Well,
for
there was
train
a
departure
distinct
times
lack
from
of
all local
clarity
major
or
stations.
commitment in everything the players were trying to do.